Libra, welcome back. If you've been here before, and if you haven't, I love you already. Welcome to my channel, Two Fish Tarot, and today we're going to be doing a monthly reading for April 2021. We're going to focus on two issues. The first is going to be finance and career, and the second, love and relationships. So, Spirit, what do we have for Libra for finance and career for April 2021? Libra, April 2021, finance and career. Right, let's get into it. Okay, overall energy is the Three of Cups. So, yeah, that normally means either celebration, success, but we'll get to it. We'll see how that comes out at the end of the day. So finance and career, Libra, finance and career. I feel like you taking time to evaluate your career at the moment, and perhaps there's several options you're looking at. I don't see this as being anything detrimental yet. I don't say that you're unhappy with what you're doing, but I think you're keeping your eyes open for other things, if you like. Perhaps expanding what you're doing. This could be because you may have had a message from somebody, or somebody's approached you with kind of a new opportunity, some way to expand what you're doing. Maybe a little bit of a side hustle that somebody's asked you to get involved with. And definitely I think it's something to look at, you know. If you're thinking of augmenting what you're already doing, I think you're in control of what's happening in your life at the moment, but it's worth having a look at something to do on the side, or some way to improve what you're doing at the moment. And I think this is as a result of the fact that you've been quite visible out there. You've been making yourself visible, and this is a good thing, you know. By being visible, by not hiding your talents, people take notice at the end of the day. And perhaps this is why this message has come in, or this is why this new little opportunities come up. I can't see it being anything big, but we'll see how we go forward. But certainly something to augment what you're already doing. Yeah, so the crowning card is, I always think of it as what's going on in your head, because this is you, okay? What's going on in your head. So this is why you've come here, all right? Because you want to feel a little bit more in control of things, and you're looking for a little bit of change, okay? Not big change. The Wheel of Fortune usually means good luck, but in this position, it's you're kind of wishing for things to change, okay? You want things to get a little bit better. Maybe they're not going exactly according to your plan, not moving quick enough, and so you've been thinking, how can I change things up a little bit? This message has come in, and yeah, it's looking good. Libra, what I want you to do this month of April is to take all negative thoughts about money out. So build a relationship with money. In other words, use some affirmations. For instance, you know, when you're doing your makeup in the morning, or you're driving to work, or you're brushing your teeth. Well, you can't do it while you're brushing your teeth, but find a time to look in the mirror, or just be in a position where you're got time to talk to yourself, and tell yourself that you deserve the money that's coming in. You deserve to be wealthy. You deserve to make money. Because if you don't do that, and you have a negative thing, if you're always stressing about money, the more you stress about money, the more you're blocking money from coming in. And quite honestly, Libra, whatever's happening to you right now, or whatever you've been doing, um, you've been learning a lot of lessons about yourself, about how to improve the things that you're doing in terms of money. And you might not think it right now because you, as I say, I think that the negative thoughts in your head at the moment is that you're not doing something right in terms of your money. But quite honestly, everything that you've been doing has been teaching you lessons. So take time to look back, understand what those lessons were, and then make adjustments. And have faith, Libra. That's the most important thing. If you can develop this relationship of money with yourself, you've been learning the right lessons, and the universe is saying have faith, because this time for celebration is coming. Yeah, definitely April for you, in terms of your finances, are going to improve. It's not going to be big improvements, Libra. It requires patience. It requires looking at the lessons you've learned so far. But certainly whatever you're going to do this month is going to start bringing in that stream that you've been wishing for. Improvement is coming. Not big improvement, but improvement is coming. I want to clarify, Libra, this Wheel of Fortune. Spirit, I want to clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, Libra, I think at the end of the day, looking at this, because these are your negative thoughts, this Ace of Coins, you're feeling like it's not coming in, and you've got to take that shit out of your head, okay? Because the improvement is coming, and you have to be patient and have faith, and it's going to move slowly, all right? At the moment, I see you feeling quite despondent about how things are moving on, and perhaps even questioning whether you should continue on this path. Okay, the Nine of Wands here classically is how can I say it? You're feeling a little bit trapped in your situation at the moment. Okay, and April's not going to be a big improvement, but certainly things are going to start moving if you have faith, if you look at the lessons you've learned, okay, and just be easy on yourself in terms of how quickly things are going with money for you. I hope that means something for you, Libra. I'm going to now shuffle for your love and relationships, and while I'm doing that, please take the time to pop down and like this video, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe. It really does help my channel a lot. I do see it, quite tangibly. Right, Spirit, what have we got for love and relationships for Libra in April? Love and relationships for Libra in April. Love and relationships for Libra in April. What have we got for love and relationships for Libra in April? Let's have a look. Love and relationships, Libra, for April 2021, Spirit. Okay, your overall energy is the Universe card, and it's a beautiful card because it really means that anything's possible at the end of the day. Alright, let's have a look. Okay, so the Moon card is Well, number one, it represents Pisces, so it could be Pisces. But I'm not the kind of person that likes to focus on what star sign any of these cards mean. But when it comes to relationships, possibly there's a Pisces on your horizon that you're either talking to or you're looking at or whatever. But the other meaning is, which I think is more pertinent here, is to look out for deception. Okay, so if you're considering a relationship or you've met somebody, I think you need to look at their agenda before you start making decisions about this may or may not be good for you. Queen of Coins again, and it's because you've been visible. Okay, it's because you've been visible, you've made yourself visible, and the Queen of Coins is kind of like she's the mother of money in the card, but in this context, she's shining a light. She's shining a light, and this is you. The cards that I lay down here represents you and your state that you're in at the moment. So I really think of whatever's happening at the moment is because you've made yourself visible. So, and when you make yourself visible and vulnerable, people can take advantage. So just do your research on whoever you're thinking of talking to. I kind of feel like you are in a scenario now. Often what happens is when you're in a situation and you're afraid of going into a relationship. Geez, I'm really talking as if you're single right now, and perhaps that's what about. Maybe that's what it's about. I mean, I haven't brought up partners at all, but maybe it'll come up a little bit later. But if you're single, or even in a partnership, sometimes a hindrance to forming new relationships or a hindrance to keeping your own relationship stable is money and finances. Okay, and I feel that you are becoming a little bit more confident in terms of your money scenario, and you allowing yourself to be a little bit more open to relationships because you're feeling slightly more financially able to start dating, if that makes sense. Yeah, and here it comes again, and we had it in your last reading as well. Things seem to be coming a little bit right for you, and it's been giving you a little bit more confidence now to move into a relationship scenario. And quite honestly, if you're single, you're quite fed up of being single now. It's like, enough. I've been single long enough now. And if you're in a relationship, you may be feeling a little bored about where things are going at the moment. Maybe things are a little bit slow. Maybe it's in a bit of a lull. Your partner might be going through a hard time. Okay. But I look back at this universe card as well. There's so much possibility out there. Libra, I think your first step, or perhaps your focus in April, is going to be around sex, quite honestly. And maybe that's what you're missing in your relationship at the moment. Maybe a focus should be on rejuvenating your existing sexual relationship, or if you're single, I have the feeling that you may be focusing on hooking up this month. But be careful, it's not always healthy, Libra, but I can't judge. Libra, I feel that inside your heart you're feeling like you've waited a long enough now, and things must happen. Okay, things must happen immediately. I'm going to look a little bit further on here, but I must tell you that like in your your finances, I think that the key is patience here, and don't feel like that you have to be desperate. Let's put it that way. Someone's going to stand up for you, okay? So, or stand up to you. So, for instance, if you go down, if you're single or even if you're in a partnership and you're considering having a sexual relationship with somebody that might be inappropriate in the eyes of your friends, for instance, I think somebody's going to stand up to you and tell you, be careful. And perhaps that should be me or the universe, but it certainly feels like somebody that you know that's close to you that might be standing up, either standing up and I don't want to say judging you, but maybe giving you some advice. Or it could mean that somebody is trying to introduce you to somebody that they know. Okay, standing up for you. So kind of stepping up and say, hey, this Libra I know is single and he or she's like really nice and I think you guys can get together. So keep a lookout for that and don't discount any introductions you might get through friends. Yeah, and the universe is saying that the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is like the father of love in the deck, and usually when it comes up in the advice section is a father who focuses a lot on love is the first one to turn to give advice. He has good advice about relationships. So if whatever you're doing, if you feel that if you had this father, okay, you may not have a father who's like a loving father or whatever, but imagine you did. Listen to his advice. Imagine what that father would be saying to you before you step into something that might be a little bit overindulgent or a little bit risky. And I get the feeling that you're in good stead if you listen to this advice of this father. Okay, you'll be protected this month, and you're going to be doing things that will suit you specifically. Try not to be arrogant about things. Okay, listen to your friends, listen to that father figure in your head, and yeah, just be careful of being a little bit arrogant. I'm going to clarify the Four of Coins. It's not an odd card there, but it's a card that can almost mean selfishness, but I want to see if that's a good or a bad thing here. Yeah, so I think you've got two choices this month, Libra. If you go down this path of overindulgence, you may end up breaking your own heart, okay? Or breaking somebody else's heart. But it could end badly, let's put it that way, in terms of a broken heart scenario. And listen to this father figure, because if you do things correctly, things could change like completely for the better for you in terms of your relationships. So yeah, I think you need to focus on this month, Libra, of that choice of, if you're going to go down this path, don't be arrogant about things. Listen very carefully to the father of love, because you have two choices. If you do it correctly, this is release. Okay, so this is release from your loneliness if you're in there, or release from problems in your current relationship where you might be feeling bored, okay? Or if you are arrogant and you go down this path, you're going to end up breaking either your heart or your partner's path. And the universe is still here, and the universe is saying, you know, she's going to protect you through this scenario as long as you make sensible decisions. Libra, I hope that makes sense for you. Looks like a fairly, I don't want to say stagnant month for you, but I think things are going to move a little bit slow on your finance side and on your relationship side. You need to make some choices going ahead. And that's it from me, and I hope to see you soon with the weekly reading for next week, or at the very least in May. Take it easy.